I am originally from New Haven, Connecticut. So I was born and raised until I was 10 years old on the East Coast. Beautiful place. I love every time I go back there. When I was about 10 years old, I moved here to Madison, Wisconsin, just started a new life. I actually really like Madison. There's so much more collaborative energy. There's so much more of a bring each other up vibe. Here, it's like, this person's cool. Let's talk, let's work together, and let's make each other better. Let's make each other flourish. Music was my birthright. Like, I was making music as soon as I was able to bang on something, and that was a piano. And I just started like freestyling with the keys. And once I started freestyling with the keys, I was like, I can do this with words. Started freestyling with the words. And honestly, I really started making songs, like a songwriter, but then I kind of graduated to rapping with some of my homies and just really worked at that. I really started rapping like in about 8th, 9th grade. I was that kid in middle and high school who was a SoundCloud rapper. Everybody was just dogging on me all the time, bro. Honestly, my biggest inspirations in rap aren't even artists. They're my friends that are like, that I can tell have it differently. That have some sort of ability, lyrical skill, something that's in them that they love and they do. Like, I like that. Like, I see the drive in my friends that are working hard right now, my artist friends, and the ones that are going crazy. Like, I see it in them and I'm like hella inspired. And that shit is what makes me want to like take it off for real. And for producing, I've been inspired all my life. Like, that's when I can go to some of the greats. Like, in high school, one of my biggest producing inspirations was Pierre Bourne. Mainly because he started off producing for a bunch of underground rappers like I'm trying to do right now, and he just worked his way up, and like he just got, and it wasn't any type of coincidence either. Like, he's got it, he's cold, like he really, people love him because he does him and nobody else does it like him, and that's precisely what I'm doing. Music has always been a language to me. It's like you literally can do absolutely anything you want. It's like freestyling with lyrics. Like, you think of the next bar as you go. So it's like building blocks. I'll start at ground zero. I'll start with my melody. I'll start messing around the keys. I find something that kind of hits that nerve that I like the sound of that. And then I'll lay that down. And then I'll lay something else on top of it. Put the next block in. Put the next block in. Pretty soon it starts feeling like the beat makes itself. Me and my friends joke about that when I'm in the studio. They be saying that the beat makes itself, because once you put those few blocks in, the rest of the structure becomes a lot easier to see. It becomes easier to see what that structure is going to be in the end. So you just keep putting blocks in. Maybe you put in some accessories here, you put in some scaffolding there, some extra stuff, but it's like, my process is very, very, very constructive. That's one of the hardest things is standing out, and that's the thing that I've seen it happen. I've seen people who start acting like other artists, start sounding like other artists, and all of a sudden they find their own thing, and they start sticking and like hitting that sound that's unique to them, and then it's just something crazy and amazing comes out, and people start actually messing with them because they see that they're real and different. Like, it takes a lot. It takes more effort to be unique and different in this music industry, but like, promise that it is so worth it. I could say that my first big break was when I made the song Stuck in middle school.
I've been feeling this pain in my chest, yeah, my chest, yeah, my chest.
In the terms that it was the first song that I created that I felt the love for real from, without like reaching out to people and saying, how do you like this, how do you like that? Like, I felt the love from the music, directly from the music. I've definitely grown a lot since then. People should care about Bkwds, because Bkwds doesn't make music unless it comes from a feeling in his soul. I can't create a song unless I'm playing it back and it's making me feel a certain way, because I know that's the way that someone else is gonna hear it and feel. Why people should care about Bkwds is why people should care about themselves. They do things that make them feel and that give them sustenance and that have a point and a meaning to it. And that's all I do with my music. Somebody get this beat to Ice Spice. Somebody get this beat to Ice Spice. Somebody get this beat to Ice Spice. We need that Bkwds and Ice Spice. Ice Spice, slide on this beat. Ice Spice, come and hit me up. Ice Spice, I'll make your heart beats. Ice Spice, I'll give you heart. No, I'm kidding.